In this lesson, we will talk about everyone's favorite part of work, and that is getting paid. So getting paid on Upwork is easy, but it can be frustrating if you don't understand their policies. So we've already covered how hourly work is tracked through the Team App software. You can also add time manually for your hourly work if your client allows it. But I would highly recommend you stick with the time tracking software. It's better for you and for the client. Getting paid for fixed rate contracts is slightly different, but it's not difficult. So let's go to Upwork.com and take a look. Scroll to the top of the page where it says My Jobs. Click on that. And let's scroll down to my fixed price jobs. Now the top job here has some work in progress. And to show you how this works, I'm going to click on Submit Work. And this box will pop up and it'll give me the opportunity to request either part or all of the payment. And then below that, it asks me to describe the work completed. It also allows me to attach a file, so that most likely would be the work completed. Now the limit on the attachment is only 25 megabytes. So I generally share files through Dropbox or Google Drive, but if your file size is small enough, you can attach it here. So once I've filled everything out, then I just have to select Submit Request, and my client will get a message that I have requested payment, and he or she will be able to review the work, and then if everything looks good, they will approve the request. Now, hourly contracts work a little different, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's talk about how to track your money. It's really very easy. Just go to your Reporting tab, and you can see here that there are 4 categories that Upwork has tracked for me: work in progress, in review, pending, and available. So the money flows from left to right, and obviously you can't access the money until it's reached the right column labeled available. And these columns are pretty self-explanatory, but what you need to know is how long it takes for money to flow from the left column to the right. Well, here's where it gets just a wee bit complicated. And to be honest, I think it takes longer than necessary to access the money, but it's all about protecting the clients. Now, the question of how long it will take to get paid is understandably a very popular one. So Upwork has a little link on the right-hand side that attempts to explain everything. So let's click on it. So here it is. For hourly contracts, the client is billed every Monday for the previous week's work. At that time, the money is put into the review column. Then they have until that Friday to review your work logs and dispute anything that may need to be disputed. Next is what's known as the security period. At that time, your money shifts over to the pending column. So this lasts from Saturday until the following Wednesday. On Wednesday, your money will finally be placed in the available column and you can withdraw it. Now, fixed contracts work just slightly differently. Once the work is done and you have requested payment from your client, the money will move from work in progress to in review. Once the client has approved the payment, the money jumps from progress to pending. Now, you still have to wait the 5-day or 6-day security period to be over, but once that's done, the money will be placed in the available column. So now your money is in the available column, and you want to withdraw it and put some cold hard cash in your hand. Well, you have a few options, so let's take a look at them. So I'm going to go to my settings, and you will have to enter in your password yet again. And under user settings, I'm going to scroll down to Get Paid and select that. So we'll scroll down to Payment Methods, and you can see that I have a PayPal account connected to Upwork as well as a bank account. However, there are more options, and to find them, I'll just click on Add Payment Method. So at the time of this production, it looks like you have 5 options, and my advice is to go with direct deposit into your bank, since it is absolutely free. The only downside of this is that in my experience, it can take a day or two longer than an option like PayPal. And since PayPal only costs $1 to withdraw, sometimes I do go with that option. If you go with the PayPal option, the money is generally placed in your PayPal account within minutes of your withdrawal request, and then you can either use it from there or request that PayPal deposits it into your bank account. For some reason, it's actually faster for me to withdraw it to PayPal and then have PayPal put it into my account than it is for Upwork to deposit it directly into my account. Not really sure why that's the case, but that is the case. So that is all I have for you on the topic of getting paid.